We're going to start out the Target Series season number 7 here at the Daytona International Speedway, the World Center of Racing, as we're here for the running of the Hershey Kisses 300. And on the pole with the 15 of Blake Petrus, 2's outside is the 32 of Antonin Charlebois. Then third we have Evan Hunter, fourth is Josephine O'Neill, and rounding out the top 5, Jennifer Buford. Then sixth it's Anthony Hernandez in the 1. Seventh is Mitchell Collins, 8th Jim Gambit, and 9th is Sebastian Kukulon, and rounding out the top 10, Paul Taylor in the 43. The rest of the field, we have Danny Loy in the 21, who is outside the 23 of Ryan Taylor. Then there's Jake Jefferson with Landon Lyons, along with George Cooper and Alexander Rowe. Then there's Oliver Galloway with William Bullen. And McDowell, winner of this race last season and the champion last season, Mathis Wells, who is outside. Then you have Greg Torres and Levi Shones, Marcus Sachi with Eli Bright. Then there's Derek Hamill and Roman Fenway, Code Luigi with Trey Rainey. Then there's Ryan Brommer and Luke Rainey, Jacob Davidson with James DeCurligan. Then you have Jake Galloway and Riley Spurleytube, Marshall Burrow with Max Anderson. Then there's Justin Heath and Jeff Bright, Michael Canto and Jonathan Buford. And in the final row, John Gambit in the A7, 2's outside is the 04 of Jason Larker. So that's the starting lineup for the Hershey Kisses 300 here at Daytona. Let's get going with our starting command. Great command to fire the engines here at Daytona, the World Center of Racing, the biggest race of the season possibly for these Target Series drivers. It's the start of their championship journey. 33 races, the first one held here at Daytona. We'll come back here later in the season under the lights, but this is probably one of the biggest ones of the season. The Hershey Kisses 300, 18 laps around the 2.5-mile high-banked oval in Daytona Beach, Florida. It's the site of the start of the Target Series season number 7, the 7th season of the Target Series. Will we see a new champion? Will someone like Jeff Bright win the championship? How about Jennifer Buford? And McDowell comes off the win of this race last season and the championship win. Pace car to pit road. Petrus, Charlebois, front row for the start of the Hershey Kisses 300 to the tri-oval, and we're green at Daytona. Alrighty, shuffling at the front of the pack, Jeff Buford leads lap 1, but Mitchell Collins down to the bottom lane, the 11 car. Starts 7th here, he's now up to the race lead and entering turn number 1. Danny Loy in the 21 there, and it looked like there was a little bit of a separation in the pack there, as Lloyd going to grab 2nd here. See right there is a little bit of separation, but they're trying to make it work as they come down the backstretch. Lloyd now to 2nd, slides up into the draft of the 11 of Mitchell Collins. Here comes the 40 to the middle lane. Can't do anything there, that's Jim Gambit. Lloyd stays clear for now. Now looking to the inside, the 11 into turn number 3. Danny Lloyd to the bottom lane. They're side by side, 21-11. Danny Lloyd with the advantage down low, going to get clear. Here comes the 43, Paul Taylor. A push from Josephine O'Neill in the 34 car. Now O'Neill's going to look to take it 3 wide for the 2nd position. Remember last season at Daytona, probably one of the better Target Series finishes we've ever had. Maybe the most exciting finish we ever had. With 2 laps to go, the leaders went 4 wide. They rubbed, and practically the whole field was wiped out. Sebastian Kukulon was the only one not involved. Did get some damage, but came to victory lane, got back around to the caution flag. Now O'Neill to the bottom lane, Danny Lloyd for the point. As they come down the backstretch, here comes the 38, George Cooper now on the back bumper of that 34. Now Cooper moves to the inside down the backstretch. Push from the 09 of Alexander Rowe. And here comes the 27, Levi Shones, back in the Target Series, back inside the top 5 for that 27 cars. They are 3 by 3 in the pack. It looks like the separation may have been Jay Jefferson. He's off pace in the 05 car, just getting up to speed. Now he may have just come off pit road. So here comes Alexander Rowe in the 09 to the tri-oval. As the 38 George Cooper stays clear, Alexander Rowe does as well. Eli Bright in the 88 as well, trying to get clear. It looks like Jay Jefferson may have had to come down pit road. Obviously, not too far off pace, just doesn't have the draft. Once he gets in that draft, he should be up to speed, but going to fall lap down. He has to stay on the lead lap and hope for a caution flag to come out. But he would need a caution this lap to come out if he wants to have a shot to stay on the lead lap. So George Cooper clears Eli Bright second. Now here comes Eli to the bottom lane down the backstretch. Side by side with the 38 into turn number 3. Back there, the 99 Jacob Davidson making a move for the third position. That's underneath the 49 Ryan Brommer. So Eli clears off turn number 4. 88 car now up front. But look at the 38 George Cooper got back down in line. They had such a big separation there that Cooper got back down in line second. How about Jacob Davidson? He is third. And Adam McDowell, winner of this race last season, up to 4th as they catch the lap car. The 05 of Jay Jefferson. Now, not how he wants to start his Target Series season. This is his 7th Target Series season. It's been every single season of the Target Series. Here he is, though, falling a lap down to race leader Eli Bright. Jacob Davidson will go on by. Here comes the 16 of Adam McDowell. They come down the back stretch. Oh! Contact, and around they go! 43 into the middle of the pack! Big one on the back stretch here at Daytona. Paul Taylor, and there's a car upside down. Levi Shones on his lid. Jeff Bright as well, and Shones flips through the grass. Hard tumble for the 27 of Shones into the 3 of Jeff Bright. Now on his nose, pirouetting back down on its lid. Shones is up on his lid down the backstretch. The yellow flag is out. And Eli Bright to the race lead. Adam McDowell second. Here comes Riley Spurley-Tube. But to the caution flag, Eli Bright leads us back in the 88 car. As we have a big crash, lap number 5. Jeff Bright, Paul Taylor, John Gambit. There's William Bolin in the 81. Marcus Sachi. Roman Fenway may have gotten some damage. We know Levi Shones was in it as he went flipping. But I saw the 43 Paul Taylor get spun around and all that. So Eli gets back to the stripe in front. Again, it's slowed down now, getting it woed down. So there's the brand on the backstretch. So we'll see what happened to the caution flag. Paul Taylor spun around into the front of the field. And then once he overcorrected, came back up. The big one ensued, and Levi Shones goes flipping down the backstretch. Right here, they just got 4 wide. That's never going to work out. I think Alvarado was just a little bit too high for Shones. And Shones wanted to try and force that issue right there. And I just forced it a little too much there. They got 4 wide, and that's obviously not going to work at a place here like Daytona, where 3 wide can barely work sometimes. They just make some contact right there, get rubbing. The 10 gets spun down into the 43 Paul Taylor. Then right here, I thought they had safe with the 10. The 43 make more contact. Taylor comes up the track, gets into the 27. Alexander Rowe got some damage. Josephine O'Neill, I think that is in the 34 as well. 27 up off the ground. I think he may have gotten hit right there by Bullen. Right there goes up and over. I think Jake Galloway may have gotten some damage. I'm trying to tell who that one car is that escaped, the hefty car. Can't tell who that was. Right there, some wild tumbles. As I think that's Roman Fenway in the 07 that got damaged. Right there, Shones on his nose. And it lands back on all fours and then back down one more time on its lid. Levi Shones, a horrible, horrible flip down the backstretch here at Daytona. But so many cars got collected in this. Luke Rainey's got some damage on the 22. He should be fine, though. Right there, there's Alexander Rowe and Josephine O'Neill getting pushed into the wall. Right there, up and over goes the 27 of Shones. It's a hard flip. It's been a while since we've seen someone just go flipping like that, and we just saw it right there. And did Sachi somehow come off the wall? Because we heard more scraping. I think he barely got collected right there. Yeah, that's a tough position there too. That normally causes a lot of damage to be off pace. So look at this one more angle. As Shones and others go spinning. I think that might have been Michael Canto in the hefty car that did get damage in that. Right there. Bullen, the 18. Jake Galloway may have gotten away with one, but once you hit that grass, you're just going to go flipping. And right there, that's the thing for Shones. He hit that grass, he went flipping. And that thing ends up on its lid. Tough break for Levi Shones as a return to the Target Series. Not how he wanted it to go. Jeff Bright in the 3 has an onboard camera. Past champion of this Target Series 2 times. But a ton of damage to that number 3, Wrangler Chevrolet. Is that guy a shot to win here at Daytona? It's just so hard to win at these super speedways. And right here, Jeff Bright looked like he had missed, but that track just gets clogged up in a hurry. And Jeff goes around. William Bullen. Oh, there's the 27 hitting the 3. That has to be a scary experience there. Looking out and you see a car go flipping in front of you. No good there for Jeff Bright and the others involved. So there's going to be a few cars out. Eli Bright, though, the other Bright, leads us back to the caution flag. And also leads back to the green flag because Adam McDowell behind. McDowell, remember, won this race last season. It helped him towards the championship. We'll see how he does here on this restart at Daytona. Coming to green with 9 laps left in this race. So we'll go back green at halfway. Eli Bright still up front in the 88. So Marcus Sanchez out along with Levi Shillings and Jeff Bright. The tough break continues for Jay Jefferson. You saw him come down pit road. I thought it was maybe he wanted to get to the back of the field. It was a tire issue that took him out of the race. So now Jay Jefferson out. So after falling the lap down, now this, it's been a horrible start to his Target Series season number 7. And then you have the 4-3 as well, out Paul Taylor. They have William Bolin out, and Jake Galloway did incur some damage from that. He will be out of this race. Oliver Galloway still left in the race, 35th. There are 35 cars on the racetrack. Eli Bright in the 88 leads us to the restart. Adam McDowell, winner of this race last season, in second. Riley Sprague third, Justin Heath fourth, and Jacob Davidson rounding out the top 5. We're back green, and look at the restart for McDowell. They're right onto the bumper of the 88 of Eli Bright. We'll see if Riley Sprague stays with him or Sprague pulls low. Front 3 stays single file. Looks like Heath does get down front. Jacob Davidson. So those two can try and team up. Those are two teammates right there. But the 49 here, Ryan Brommer coming up, along with is at the 38, George Cooper. Here they come down the backstretch, moving low. Look at Sprague trying to get down the block. Justin Heath, he did nicely. Great move by Riley Sprague to get down, get that draft, get that push. Trying to get beside and McDowell's. They hit turn number 3, but McDowell, too big of a run there. They're not even up to full song. See the outside being left there. Looks like the 98 Max Anderson falling backwards, along with the 99 Jacob Davidson. Here comes the 04 Jason Larker to the front as they battle off turn 4. How about here comes Justin Heath to the bottom lane. The 00 car. That's for third. 8 laps of racing to go at Daytona. Eli Bright leads and McDowell. Here they come 3 wide. Ryan Brommer to the front and the 49 George Cooper behind him. How about Marshall Burrow in the 89? And Adam McDowell, he wants someone to get clear and get up here. He cannot help. He cannot get by the 88 without help. Being the race leader and you have no help behind for your second place, I really don't think you're going to be able to get up there. We'll see, though. 2 lanes down the backstretch. No real 3 wide. Here comes Jacob Davidson trying to make it 3 wide and George Cooper. And how about Ryan Brommer? He is clear. Can he help out the 49 of Adam McDowell as they go through 3 and 4? Here he comes to the 60 of McDowell. Coming to 7 laps of racing to go at Daytona. But Brommer hangs to the left, wanting to get underneath that 16 for himself. Jacob Davidson protecting both lanes back there in the 99. He has a run into these two as they're side by side for a second. Where's Davidson go? He stays low. He has Jennifer Buford behind the 66. Or excuse me, that's Jonathan Buford in the 66. Jennifer Buford in the 62. 89 Marshall Burrell, 98 Max Anderson. Here comes the 7 of Greg Torres. They come off 2 down the backstretch. 3 wide further back. Now Jacob Davidson peaks low. Ryan Brommer stays high with the 88 of Eli Bright, trying to get that push to stay clear. Off into turn number 3. Brommer trying to stay clear with the 88 of Eli Bright, and he does. Brommer keeps second. Davidson to third. John Buford shuffled down in the 66. Here comes Burrow and Anderson as well. Now Davidson looks low, gets back up in line. Burrow, gonna get past right here as the 98 Max Anderson pulls low. Not much time left in Daytona. 6 laps to go. And the Hershey Kisses 300. Jacob Davidson for second and the 99. Let's see what we can do right here. They go through 1 and 2. Eli Bright, loving what he's seen. They've been side by side for so long behind. No one's really gotten the help to get up there. We'll see if someone can help someone out here as they come down the backstretch. Greg Torres in the 7, trying to get in line with the 99 Jacob Davidson. The 25 of Trey Ray put to the middle lanes. Here comes the 6 down low. That's Sebastian Kukulon. A big push to Greg Torres. I think that's James Kurgan back there. Kurgan almost won the Target Series Championship a few seasons ago. He took a season off, but here he is back in the 70 as Davidson trying to block off Torres, but the 7 gets to the inside. Here comes Greg Torres. Here comes Kukulon 3 wide for second. 5 to go. Yellow would end it at Daytona. Kukulon 3 wide to second. He has the push from James Kurgan, but can they run down the 88 of Eli Bright? Eli's won here at Daytona before in the Target Series. Way back where he broke his winless streak that same season. He won at Daytona. Now down the backstretch. Kukulon gets a push from the 70. Here comes the 04 down low, Jason Larker. But gets a band to the middle lane. The 60 of Landon Lyons comes forward. Here comes the 62, Jennifer Buford. Here comes the Kurgan for second on Kukulon. They're coming to 4 to go. It's time to team up now or else you might not have a shot at the victory. So Kurgan clears for second, but has no help coming to him. Look at them shuffling 3 and 4 wide back there trying to get up to the front. DeCurligan to second, has 4 laps to run down the 88 of Eli Bright. And here comes Jennifer Buford 3 wide to third. Has the 23 Ryan Taylor pushing. I think that's the 32 coming forward. Anton Charles Bois starting the outside of the front row. Now up here inside the top 5, late in the going up to 5th. They come off of 2 and down the backstretch. They're lined up now. Look at the 70, but look at the 23 pulling low Ryan Taylor. We'll see if Buford stays with DeCurl again, gives the push to that 70. Big push there, but the 6-2 moves down in front of the 23. Now Jeffrey Buford going for second. 3 laps to go this time by. No one has touched Eli Bright since the restart. But now, the field trying to run down that 88. Ryan Taylor to the inside. Has the 40 behind of Jim Gambit. 3 to go at Daytona. Here comes Riley Sparrow too. Here comes the 1 of Anthony Hernandez. The pack starting to get a little more together as they get 3 wide. Jim Gambit going to grab second, but Eli's a huge lead right here as they come down the back stretch. Wondering where the lap cars are. John Gambit's in the middle, 3 and 4. They may catch him before this race is over. That could impact how the ending goes. That can impact which lane goes, which one's going to have the run, and who could win. Eli Bright clears. Jim Gambit is clear. Anthony Hernandez to third. As they go through 3 and 4, we're coming to see 2 laps of racing to go at Daytona. Up front, single file for the front 4. Now third place is about Evan Hunter to the bottom lane for third. 2 to go, 5 miles at Daytona. Front 2 stay clear. Jim Gambit looking on Eli Bright, couldn't make the move there. Evan Hunter in the 0-1 trying to get the push to get to second. We'll grab third right here. Here comes the 24, Michael Canto, the 20 car is there as well. That's Mathis Wells and Adam McDowell back up into contention in the 16 car. He has a shot to go back-to-back in the Hershey Kisses 300. Car shuffling out of the line down the backstretch. Michael Canto moves out of line. Here comes the 0-1 of Evan Hunter in front of the 24. No one giving help to the 40 of Jim Gambit. Eli Bright still out front. We're coming to the white flag this time. It will be the final 2.5 miles here at Daytona. Can Evan Hunter get help from the 24 Michael Canto? Can Adam McDowell steal a Hershey Kisses 300? Here they come to the tri-oval. The white flag for Eli Bright. Last lap at Daytona. And they're side by side behind. That's what he wants to see. He's pulling the gap. Adam McDowell now looking 3 wide. If he can get a push from Riley Sparrow, he could have a shot down this backstretch. And they're catching the 87 of John Gambit. They might catch him on this backstretch. Here comes McDowell. Here comes Sparrow Tube. Here comes Ryan Taylor as well. They come off 2 down the backstretch. McDowell moves up. Can they get around the 87 of John Gambit is the question. Can Adam McDowell get the draft off the 88 to have a shot? Into turn number 3, they come for the final time. Gambit is there in the 87. Which lane will it be that goes? Eli stays on the 88 into turn 3. Gets high. And he gets away as the inside lane gets blocked. No one has contest now for the 88 of Eli Bright. He rounds off corner number 4. He's far ahead from the pack. No one near him. Eli Bright comes into the trial to win at Daytona on the 88. Looks like McDowell as the field comes across. Big log jam there behind the 87 of John Gambit. Eli Bright wins. And McDowell close to getting back-to-back in the Hershey Kisses 300. He'll sell for second. Ryan Taylor in the field comes across. What a finish that was here at Daytona. The 87 John Gambit definitely played some sort of impact on how that race went out, but I think it would have been Eli Bright either way, as Eli was too far ahead there at the end. Eli Bright wins once again here at Daytona in the Target Series. Number 88 team back to victory lane and a great start to his season. Could this set him up for a chase run here in season number 7? We'll go check out the finishing results now. Here are the finish results from the Hershey Kisses 300 at Daytona. There was only 1 caution flag for 4 laps. That big one when Levi Jones went flipping. And 3 lead changes among 4 different drivers. Eli Bright gets out front and absolutely dominates the race, much like last season, where we saw Adam McDowell lead all but, 2 laps? Eli Bright gets out front and leads all but 3 laps. He leads 15 of the 18 laps to get to victory lane. Adam McDowell, the one that dominated last season, has to settle for second here this season. But once again, a great sub. He's going to try and go for back-to-back Target Series championships. Ryan Taylor, great start to his season in third. Luke Rainey, not the best at these Super Speedway races. He's gotten a lot better over his time in this series, though. He ends up fourth, so close to victory there at the end. We'll just need maybe a lap or 2 more. And Riley Sparrowtube close again to a Daytona victory, so close in the Truck Series. Sparrowtube ends up 5th. They have George Cooper in 6th, Michael Canto from 40th to 7th. Jim Gambit 8th. Blake Petrus started on pole. We didn't talk about him much after he started on pole, but he ends up 9th. Another quiet day at Petrus, much like the truck race. And Evan Hunter had a shot there at the end, but he runs out the top 10. So there's your top 20 drivers that led laps other than Eli Bright. George Cooper led a lap along with Jennifer Buford in the 62. There's one more below the top 20s. Look down now, 21st to 40th. You see right down there, Danny Lloyd led a lap in the 21, ends up 34th with that damage. 34 cars on the lead lap, 35 running. Jake Galloway, William Bullen, Paul Taylor, Jay Jefferson, Jeff Bright, Levi Jones, and Marcus Sachi out from crash damage. Those are the drivers that retired from the race. So wild race there at Daytona. We'll now go look ahead at the point standings. Even though it's only one race down and basically the points are going to be how they finished. Here are the point standings. Eli Bright has the points lead by 15 points over Adam McDowell, Ryan Taylor, Luke Rainey, Riley Sparrow, George Cooper, Michael Canto, Jim Gammett, Blake Peters, Evan Hunter are the top 10. Basically, the only changes would be if you led a lap or not, like say Jeff Beeford moved up a few positions. Maybe there George Cooper as well in the 38 possibly, and maybe Danny Lloyd as well as he was down here. He may have moved up a position or two as well with that lap led. So wild Daytona race to start out the Target Series season number 7. Dominating performance by Eli Bright. Can he hold it going into the next race as we go out west now, as we go to Auto Club for the Auto Club 250. I'll see you guys then.